I don't know how to start it, bro. I won't even lie.
Welcome to the first episode of Red Flag Garden, our podcast to talk about red flags and his awful relationships in the past.
Okay, I'm not gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be talking specifically about that, but we are gonna be talking about a lot about different red flags, and not only relationships, friendships, even schools, even a lot of different stuff, honestly.
Restaurants.
But restaurants,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
and
don't know though, some of those like Chinese places that look terrible and have like a solid layer of grease like on the chairs and tables. Some of those they make some pretty fire food though.
they do. Honestly, the taco spots. I'm telling you, I told everyone this, and like, if the taco guy in the back, he doesn't have gloves on, the sweat's dripping down on the grill, you know that that is gonna taste so good. Also, behind the scenes, we got Ivan, Mr. Yvonne. So
My hero.
our
Love of
hero.
my life. Don't tell him I said that.
Yeah. So yeah, he's gonna be helping us out with sound, and we also got one more person who's helping us out with graphics. So if you guys love the graphics, his name is Jeff. Shout him out in the comments. Shout out Jeff. He's on a date right now, actually. Actually, I don't even know if I was supposed to say that. We might have to cut that out. But
What are you talking about? This is a proud moment. Now look at us, all of us here, single and sitting on this couch.
it's a Friday night.
And like, sitting less than like 5 feet away from two other dudes. Now, how else would I want to spend a Friday night?
That's true. That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, but we were gonna go straight into the topics. We didn't even introduce ourselves.
It doesn't matter.
My name's Braulio.
I'm Sean with a Z.
Yes. So yeah, we're gonna get straight into the topic. Honestly, for me, our biggest topic for today is relationships, red flags in relationships and in dating in general. Honestly, and we're gonna get really focusing on Vegas itself, because Vegas dating is not it right now.
Has it ever been it? Like,
Yeah.
historically speaking, do you really, and then like, honest question, do you ever think there was a time when like Vegas was the dating spot?
No.
Like,
Even
like,
no.
like think back history, right? Like all those like the mobster era. Like, do you think that was that was a time for dating?
No. Yeah. No. That's so true. Actually.
Yeah, it's like this is where like the mobsters would like keep their third families and their fourth wives.
That is true. Actually.
Yeah.
Well, no. But okay. So like. So dating apps, I think, is the biggest issue right now.
Well, that's kind of like, to be honest, that's like international, or not, maybe not international, but I can at least say all over the states. It's like the dating anywhere that's like a relatively decent sized city with like the dating app scene is pretty garbage.
Yeah.
I do think that Las Vegas has it particularly bad because so many people come here for like a weekend. Like you've seen it.
Yeah. I do think that, and honestly, my last relationship was actually with someone who was visiting here, and it didn't work out. So
Which one was that one?
my most recent one.
The most recent?
Yeah, but I mean, honestly, full respect to her. Honestly, she was amazing. It just didn't work out.
Just didn't work out.
Yeah.
You might dive into that? That's still a sore spot for you.
No, we can talk about that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, you met her through a dating app, right?
Yeah. Shout out Hinge.
Shout out. Yeah, I got no love from Hinge, bro.
No, Hinge is
Hinge
so
is my
bad
only
right
hope.
now. Hinge is so bad right now. I got off it. I'm actually off it now.
After you paid for the premium? You get off a Hinge after you paid for the premium, bro?
It
They
was
just taking your money.
No. I did it for research purposes. So
That's what I tell my mom every time she catches me watching.
yo.
It's for research purposes, mom. You want grandkids or not?
No. But like, so I wanted to see if it actually works, because you know how like people say like, oh, it actually does work if you pay to see it, and it actually it works in a sense, yes and no. It does make you more visible. So I did get more matches than I would, because people would see you a lot more easily. Because if for guys, it's harder because you're you're competing with thousands of guys who are just instantly liking, randomly liking, and then you know how like in the
Yeah, we get ratioed, right? Like,
well, yeah.
Is that what it's called? It's like where it's like 3 times, like or like 10 times more guys than there are girls around there.
Well, yeah. Not only that, but like Hinge only shows you the top 3 likes every time. You can't. I don't think you can keep scrolling down.
Well, I mean, listen, if you're a scrub and don't pay for premium like me, you only see the most recent one.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah,
like, and well, I mean, listen, you talk about that like it's a problem that like, well, actually, it might be a problem that you deal with, but let me tell you, I get 1 like every like 2 months. So.
No, I mean, I'm with you on that one. Before the premium, I was in the same boat as you. The premium did help. I told my friend to actually do the same thing.
Okay.
But
and is that how he got the date?
Maybe, honestly, I don't know.
Is it even the same guy?
He's a good-looking man. He's a white guy, so
very popular nowadays.
Yeah, honestly,
they got the bag.
Yeah, they're
so it's a white guy.
Season,
it's your time. It's your time.
Yeah, honestly.
It's your time.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to the white guy. Yeah, because the white guys out there, they're really struggling. They need that help.
Yeah. Nah, man. The Oxford study also helps them.
Does Oxford study only apply? Is that like only Asians or is that like everyone else? Only.
I think it's Asian for falling for the white guy.
Yeah. But I mean, like, is it?
You see so much, so like often.
Oh yeah.
I see it all over Vegas. You go to Chinatown. It's all over there. I've literally seen it countless times.
Really? I can't remember the last time I saw a white guy in Chinatown.
I've seen it a lot, actually. I haven't gone recently, to be honest, but I used to see it a lot, honestly, but maybe. Going back, though, I do have a question in regards to the relationships. This is something I kind of deal with in my past relationships. Do you think jealousy or any form of jealousy is actually good in relationships?
Man, I'm not trying to come out as like being super toxic here. I think that it's not bad if it's like if it doesn't start impacting other the relationship overall, because it's like you can be like jealous of like an interaction. I know that like I've seen girls get jealous over like what seems like an overly friendly reaction, right, or interaction with like someone doing their job. So I've seen like situations like that, and it's like, I mean, it's kind of cute, but like at the same time, I don't know if that could be considered a kind of a red flag. I don't think it's a red flag. I don't think.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. I think it depends on how bad it gets. It's like if you both leave and it moves on from there, then I think it's harmless. Okay. But if it's like if she takes that home, and then she tries to like start an argument about it, that's when it becomes a problem.
I think to an extent, jealousy could be considered somewhat healthy, because that at least shows that she kind of cares for you in a certain way, and that if she's getting actually jealous that you're like talking to someone like, or to like a girl or something, or to a guy, depending on the situation, but if they're talking to someone else and like they're getting kind of jealous, you know what? That's not too bad. But if she's going out and just starts whacking the girl when like randomly, that could be like a little problematic. But like if it's just a little bit, I do think it does help out the relationship. It does show that you do appreciate them. But personally, I'm not a jealous type.
No, I am. I'm a jealous type, bro. It's like, but like I think this is the part that like I feel like sometimes. Yeah, once in a while, I can be considered the problem. Not that anyone would ever say that, obviously, but I feel like I would get jealous, but I wouldn't say it because I'd feel like, man, this is to get jealous about. But I don't think I get hung up on it, like I don't bring it up later on,
Yeah.
Unless they're getting a little too friendly there, a little too handsy. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a little too like touchy.
Okay, is having
You're talking about
boy
the guy
best friend? Yeah, the guy best friend. Do you think that is
that's
bad?
tough, man. I definitely don't feel comfortable with it for sure. It's just kind of weird to me, It's like I'm not gonna come out here and say that like a guy and a girl can't just be friends,
Right.
I definitely have like some girls I consider friends, But that's also partially because I know something about them that makes them so undateable in my eyes because I know too much. You're too close. Don't get too close. It's like there are certain things where I'm like, oh man, that's crazy.
So the problem, okay. So
Okay,
I
you're really this guy. You're gonna tell me your life story. That how about how this exact thing happened, right?
no. So I have a couple like girl space friends
Okay.
who I generally know, and
I'm sure
they're,
he has a
but they're good.
couple of girl no space friends too. I'm winking at the camera, but you can't tell.
No. I'm. Anyways, let's skip on that. I do know actually, like I do have a couple girl space friends, and like I've known them for so long that I genuinely don't have any feelings for. But that's why that's the thing. It's so hard to to actually have that guy best friend or girl best friend, and that's why personally I can't get mad if my future girlfriend or my future wife has a guy best friend, because I know I have a lot of girlfriends who that I still kind of talk to from here on out, and I still kind of hang out with one on one. So it's like
I just like to go back and I want everyone to remember for the record that he said he doesn't care about getting to know a girl unless there's a chance he's dating him.
no. Like, I mean, I like getting to know people though. You know how extroverted I am, but like
I don't know. You've never asked me any personal question ever.
you bitch. No, like I mean,
What's my middle name?
Edward.
Close enough. I don't have one.
He doesn't have one.
I don't have one.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think you have one.
Yeah, but you didn't know that.
No, I did.
Don't act like
Cause I was
the other Sean.
Yeah, because the other Sean told me
Yeah, he told. Does he have a middle name?
he does.
Oh, okay. Damn.
He does. I actually don't know.
He gets everything, man. He gets a BMW. He gets a middle name.
Wait, you have a Mercedes?
Shut the fuck up. That's not the point. That's not the point. All right. Listen, we all have our moments of triumph and our moments of loss. But I thought we were talking about you and your.
And my loss.
Yeah, and your losses.
No. Okay, so speaking of the guy best friend though, do you think though, hanging out one on one, if you had a girlfriend right now, and your girlfriend coming up to you and said, "Hey, I'm gonna hang out with my guy best friend one on one. We're just gonna go get drinks." Would you feel something though?
Damn, man. I don't know. It's just been so long since I've been in a relationship. I don't know. It's I feel like I would just instinctually, the first thing off my head, I think I would feel something. I would, but I also like feel like wouldn't want to be like stepping on her like that, you know? It's like I don't want to like tell her, "Oh, you can't hang out with this person. You can't do this. You can't do that." It's like it's one of those things. It's just like, "Hey, just like shoot me a text when you get home or something like that, check in, I want to know that you're all right, and I don't want to like keep you from hanging out with people if they're your friends, but at the same time it's just I would feel kind of weird about it, but I know that that's on me, I'd feel weird about it, but that's just a personal thing.
Okay, that's
Yeah, would you be all right with that? Because I know you were more okay with the guy best friend.
I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I wouldn't mind it, because if it's someone that like she's already been knowing for such a long time, 100% like, yeah, go hang out with them.
Mm-hmm.
If it's someone like that she like
You guys were hanging out once and he just walked up to her and started
like it also depends, because like if the guy best friend is someone that they used to date, that could be, that could go a little, like it could be a little weary.
Yeah, that's
but
yeah.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't mind it, honestly, because then I'll be a hypocrite, because I would be wanting to hang out with my.
You're trying to one-on-one with some girls at the same time, right?
No.
I see how all right.
No.
I'm not gonna
like,
out you.
No, like I mean, I'm gonna be doing that, so it's like, and if my partner didn't like that, then I would probably talk to them and be like, okay, what's not there to like? I would go in and be like, okay, let's hang out with this friend, and let's like come meet this person, like come see that she's actually a cool vibe. You know, this is why I like hanging out with her, and it's good to catch up. You know, that's what I think at least.
Well, what about opposite side? Like, if like, how would you like if if you were with a girl and then you wanted to hang out with the girl by herself and she was kind of feeling some kind of way about it? How would like she doesn't feel comfortable with you being just spending time alone with this girl? Like, how would you respond?
What do you mean?
Like, well, you're hanging out with this girl, right? And then the girl you're dating comes up and says, "I don't feel comfortable with you doing that."
I mean, see, back then I probably would have been like, well, I don't really care, kind of thing. But now, therapy has helped me.
Brought to you by Better.
Better. No. Now, I feel like now I would probably communicate more and say, okay, let's get into the root of things and say, okay, what do you feel unsafe about? Like, is it that you don't know her? If that's the key thing, then yeah, like let's hang out with her. Let's all three of us hang out. If it's one thing that she's just jealous about, then okay, I'm like, okay, what would you want me to do to make you feel more comfortable for me to hang out with her? Like most likely, like sharing the location, doing something like that, something that would ease her mind. Like, okay, you want me to text her or text you? Like once I get there, once I'm leaving the place, like simple things, 100%, I could do that. Like as long as they're communicating and not like just bashing me.
She's gonna like start yelling at you, then silent treatment you right after,
I've had that before. And
I know. That's why I think I'm bringing it up.
I know you know me a lot. Yeah, you know me well, man. Yeah. Now, what about you though? What about you?
What?
Same question.
What was the question?
Yeah. So
what was the question?
The question was, would you?
I would be okay with if the girl I'm dating currently wants to tag along. For the most part, I don't see any reason why I wouldn't be okay with it. I'm open to it. I don't want her to think that I'm trying to keep secrets from her or anything like that. So I would be open to the idea. I would bring up the idea that, oh, you can come along and we can all hang out and you get to know this person. Maybe at some point she'll be comfortable enough that we're gonna be able to hang out just the other two, and if not, that's all right, because more the merrier when it comes to like hanging out and doing shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Respectable.
I'm open to communication.
Yeah. Okay.
Green flag. So get that one Instagram guy. I'm gonna steal his thing. Just yell, green flag.
Green flag, and then yellow flag.
I don't know. What was your? Your answer was pretty similar.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to red flag your like past self, pre-therapy.
Yeah.
I'll be like,
no, pre-therapy.
Tell her off and gaslight her into thinking that she's the problem.
Manipulation.
Yeah. It's a 48 rules of power or whatever.
Oh yeah, no.
Never outshine the master.
Yeah. Okay.
That means you can't gaslight her because she's the master of gaslighting you.
That's true. That's true. Okay, no, but speaking of another red flags, do you think love bombing is a red flag?
Just so we have like a baseline definition of it, can you tell me what's love bombing? Just like it's
like, oh, I can't wait for us to get married. I can't wait to wife you up, or the very first thing, like getting her like flowers, chocolates, or like instantly getting her gifts in the very beginning, or like complimenting, like really extra like flirty in the very beginning.
Is that love? And like that one part,
isn't that love?
I don't know. I don't think like giving her like a gift or something.
If it's one or two gifts,
if it's like flowers,
like that. But if it's like
shit,
if you're just buying her a bunch of stuff,
yeah.
Do you think
that's you're trying to buy her love, bro?
Exactly.
Yeah, let me tell you, the kind of love you can buy is not the kind that you would want. Just saying.
Oh, I'd fall for that, dude.
Yeah, you fall for that.
Love bombs me, yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Damn, I need someone to love bomb me, like a rich older woman.
Have you ever love bombed someone though?
I don't think so. I've always been like, me. I try to be like cool and mysterious, so I keep it low key most of the time.
That's fair.
Half the time, that's what ends the relationship. But no, I don't think I've love bombed anyone. I mean, well, here's the thing. Now this might come up later, but at one point I thought like, oh, okay, if I'm gonna take this girl out, I should offer her to drive her, and maybe I'll get her flowers along the way. That's not love bombing.
No, that's
Yeah.
like regular stuff now.
Yeah, dang, that's regular stuff now. Well, I don't know. I feel like a lot of girls nowadays would disagree about that being regular.
I feel like the standards have been increasing every
Well, I think
every
it's
so
like
often.
I think it's one of those things which like it's pulling in both directions, where like I think there are a lot of guys who don't want to put in that level of effort, and at the same time, they're like, some girls are expecting more. But I think that things don't change that much overall. I think that the ones you hear about are always the worst. You know, like you'll hear about the girls who have the craziest standards, and then the guys will do the bare minimum. But you'll never hear about the people who are doing all right. You know.
That's true.
Yeah, it's like you always hear the worst. It's like whenever like I'm doing any kind of work in my job, it's like nobody's gonna be like, you did a good job on this, bro. They're gonna be like, why the hell is this like? Why the hell aren't you doing this? Why is this broken? What happened? You know?
Yeah.
They never like. People will never go out of their way to like praise you for the work you do, but they will like tell you when you're not doing something right.
Yeah, I feel like that's in any job though.
Yeah. I just think that public opinion nowadays is very skewed, you know?
Yeah.
Like regardless of how you feel about everything, I think that the majority of people are closer to the middle about when it comes to dating, and I think more people are putting in like a little like the right amount of effort, except we just hear about the bad ones.
100%. No, yeah, 100%. Yeah. Cool. Man, that's why I feel like back then I used to love mom a lot, honestly, back then. But like for me now,
Because it worked.
it did work though. It did work.
Now you're getting too old for this shit, man.
Yeah, now I can't.
This is
I don't got the
the
boyish
youngins
charm
game
anymore.
Yeah, this is the youngins game now.
Yeah, I don't got. Yeah.
You're past that stage.
No, 100%.
You have to like age up like wine, bro.
Yeah. No, but like, okay, so back then I used to be really like romantic about it, but like romantic love bombing. Like I used to give like the flowers, give the little like gifts, like even before like maybe the first date, I would like ship it to them.
Damn.
So I was working restaurants, so I'll be making pretty good money, and I'd be
You're
spending
getting that tip,
Yeah,
big tip money.
Yeah, so I would be giving a girl like flowers, like buying her different gifts, taking her out for food spots. I'd be paying like all that stuff, and then I would get like cheated on, or like it just didn't work out. So I was like, man, screw this. So now I just don't do that anymore. Not as often as I used to, at least.
Just don't put in that like
Is
degree
that
of
effort? Yeah, because
Well-
once you go do it, and you do it for so long, and then like no one valued what you did.
Mm-hmm.
I feel
Yeah,
like
see?
that's when you get destroyed. You get kind of heartbroken, and you're like, okay, does this person really deserve it? And maybe the next person, maybe they did deserve it, but like you were already so broken,
like-
or at least
yeah, it's
I was
like-
broken that like I was just like I don't know if I want to do it anymore.
It's
'cause,
like, I'm
like,
sorry, babe. The last girl ruined it for you.
It's so true though. It's so true. But no, like I think every person is special in their way. They should be treated like a queen, but like it's just that trauma. It's all about that trauma, man. That trauma really gets to you. That's why therapy helps though.
Brought to you by Better. We're never gonna. I don't think we're ever gonna get better help.
No. No, if they
So
would
it's
though,
pretty
they can hit us up.
And you hit us up,
We'll,
and
we'll,
then
do, we'll do it. Yeah.
yeah, it's like I tell them all the great parts of therapy,
Yeah. 100%.
all the overcoming trauma, and
Yeah.
crying.
Yeah. Okay, so one thing I kind of do want to know about you, Sean. Do you know what love languages are? Like, do you know like all?
Yeah, it's like the what is it like touch, like physical touch.
Why is that the first one that you came up with?
Oh, because that's mine. Duh.
you
bro.
like being
I like
touched?
I like touching.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. That's why Ivan's sitting so far away from me. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I'd be reaching towards him right now.
All right,
it's like,
name all five of
Yeah,
them.
it's all right. It's there's physical touch,
Okay.
my favorite. It's words of affirmation.
Okay.
You know, I like being told that I'm a good boy. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay.
I'm saying?
You are a good boy.
That's pretty. But what is it? Gifts. That's one of them, right? Like gift giving. I think that's one of them.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
one of them. Yeah. Is that not one of them?
I don't know, man.
Oh, but are you asking?
No,
me
Ivan knows him. Ivan knows it. Ivan nodded
Okay,
his
okay,
head. He's
okay,
nodding
okay.
his head, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So gift
Okay.
giving.
You're 3 out of 5 right now.
Man, let's see, physical touch, words of affirmation, gift giving, like acts of service.
Isn't that gift giving though?
No, that's different.
It's different.
It's different. Acts of service.
Oh, maybe I don't
Listen,
know
listen,
though. I don't know.
That's why
though.
you see, you don't understand relationships.
Yeah, I don't.
That's
Maybe
why
I should.
I'm here.
Yeah, that's why
why
I
I'm
need to.
here, yeah.
I need to go back to therapy.
Yeah.
Honestly.
You can go back to therapy. Ask them about the love languages. Oh man, I need to remember the last one though. It's
Ivan, what's the last one?
quality time. you see?
Quality time.
Oh yeah, you know
That's
what?
mine.
That's yours?
I didn't know.
Yeah, that's yours. It's a shame you didn't remember it until now.
No. Okay. So you said physical touch though.
Yeah, I love physical.
And what else? What else?
What the ones I like?
Yeah.
that
What are
speak
your
to
love
me?
languages?
Yeah, I like. You know, this is gonna be pretty sad, but I like quality time. I just forgot that was a thing because. Yeah, I like physical touch and I like quality time. Just like, I like to spend time doing the random. I'll go to for all the girls out there. I'll go to Target just to spend time with a girl.
Target is so fun, dude. Honestly, now that I'm living on like my own and stuff,
Yeah.
I actually do enjoy. I do get why people like going to Target because, like, viewing so much stuff that you can easily just buy for your place.
Mm-hmm.
It's so amazing actually. Like I'm not gonna. I go there just to view stuff, but like, I don't really buy that much. Sometimes I do buy a couple things, but like, just to view them and see things, it's actually really nice. It's really soothing, honestly. It's like listening to music, you know.
I don't know. It's like typically I don't really get it if I'm by myself. I'll just
Really?
go in, grab what I need, and leave.
Damn. So screw me, I guess.
Well, yeah,
I'm different.
Yeah. Well, listen, that's why you get all the girls.
No, I don't.
And I don't spend enough time in the Target to even see one. You know,
That's why I go. It's just to
yeah,
give you.
you walk around, check out the aisles, check off the fine merchandise that is available. You know,
Yeah, fine merchandise. Yeah.
fine merchandise. You know, I see you hanging out in like the aisle where they keep all the pads and tampons, just being like,
Yo, what aisle is that? What aisle is that?
I don't know. It varies depending on the Target. It's like by the front near the pharmacy. It's CVS.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's like.
I don't know, I've never-
Well, you know the reason I know this, I'm pretty sure it's like right next to the condoms. So, and I know how much you don't use those. You know, just saying. That's why you don't know.
I'm gonna skip over that.
It's all right. I don't use them anymore anyway. That's just because I don't have it anybody.
Me either. Me too.
Yeah.
Hey, we're in the same boat.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, but going back to the love languages though.
Yeah.
I actually kind of had the same. I kind of do have the same ones. Quality
feel like-
time, touch, but I also do like the words of affirmation. But like not in the way of like them calling me like, oh,
No, it's
cute,
like you're
or,
doing
like,
good.
the-
Like,
that-
tell,
yeah,
like,
like
you want them
like,
to tell
oh my
you're doing a
God.
good job.
Yeah, like oh,
Yeah,
like,
you're appreciated.
yeah.
Yeah. No, I got
Yeah.
you.
No, that one.
No,
that
it's
one goes a long way, honestly. So, I don't know, man. I think words of affirmation. For me.
Yeah, the big one.
I think that's one.
I don't know, because like, well, for me personally, I never thought it was I don't know, and that's tough.
It's
Because I've
because
never
you need
experienced
it. Yeah, it's because
I've
you need
never
to hear it
experienced
more.
Yeah, I've never
You
experienced
need to
it.
hear
You know,
it
it's
more,
like
man.
it's one of those. Isn't that?
I mean,
think-
but like I honestly, the things that you've done, I know behind the scenes what you've done and what you've have.
I don't know if that's a good thing. I feel like I don't remember telling you very many good things about my experiences. I feel like all you
Well,
know
right
are the
now?
bad.
No. I know the things that you have right now that you've told me. I'm not gonna say blur it out here.
Burnout.
No, I'm not gonna say, but like, but what you've done, what you have, like, there's not a lot of people at your age who's just as successful as you, I guess I would say. Apart from like the Cali people, like apparently and everyone in Cali, like all the 18-year-olds and 20-year-olds have like TikTok famous or whatever.
Yeah, but you know, I don't know, man. I don't get me started about like, man, this is gonna be really bad. We're talking about the podcast. We're like, you know, it's like we're kind of trying something similar to that, but at the same time, I don't want to say that I'm like, I don't like those people. That's bad.
Yeah, I don't like those people.
It's just like I don't know, man.
But you know what? Respect to them. They did it on their grind. Like
Yeah,
there's
I'll
certain
say-
people. There's certain people who actually, you know what? Like they did really well,
Mhm.
and like full respect to them. But there's other people who've like literally stepped on other people and might not actually deserve what they have.
Yeah.
Those are the people I'm like, yeah, okay. And you're flaunting your money, flaunting your cars, whatever, flaunting your house and stuff, and like come on, man. I don't know. But then again, I also kind of do the same thing.
Yeah,
Actually,
you
no,
flaunting
actually,
your money. You flaunting your money.
no, I don't. I don't got money though. I'm actually kind of broke.
Yeah. Yeah, I can tell. Sitting in your living room that you own, you know, I can tell. I see how it is.
Yeah, but owning something doesn't mean that you got money though.
Well, you have at least that amount of money that you paid on it.
You bastard.
Listen, I'm not gonna.
To an extent though, because like I don't have money to like spend per se because I put it all into this here, to this exact couch, and like
Yeah, I know. I can. I
it's a
feel
comfy
it.
couch.
That's a pretty good couch.
Yeah, it is
Nice.
a couch.
Nice.
But
I'll
no,
be
yeah,
sleeping on it. Be sleeping on it like.
this is my bed actually.
Yeah, this is actually where I sleep now.
No, like it is. I don't know.
Okay, so I'm gonna keep going because I'm curious about something. Because I remember, I think I've heard before once that like your love language is what you lacked the most of in your childhood.
Oh, okay.
In your childhood.
Oh, okay.
So this is like some deep-seated trauma type of thing. So I've heard that, and I don't know if there's any like validity to that,
That might be true actually.
but I've heard that is the case.
I had a
for lot of
Ratatouille
people.
moment right there.
Yeah.
Have you seen like the Ratatouille?
Yeah, when
like
he eats
when like
the
it eats
yeah,
the
he eats
dude.
the-
Yeah, like I
yeah.
legit had that moment. I was like, dude, you know what? You might be onto something.
Your parents never really told you how proud of you they were when you were younger.
Ooh, I mean, we're going straight into parent trauma.
Well, let me tell you, it's like as minorities, it's it's like I don't think my parents have ever told me that they love me. So it's just not something that a lot of like different cultures do. It's just they don't say it, but they'll like do stuff.
I feel like, and sorry, and I know culture, but like,
Nah, go ahead.
in my culture, I feel like we only say it when there's something bad that's happening,
No,
or
it's like
if
a
or if
preface.
like yeah, or like something that we're screaming at each other to the point where like, oh, you know what, like we screamed at each other and it's like the aftermath. You're like, I love you, kind of thing. I didn't mean to, say all that stuff that I just said. That's when you hear it the most. But I don't think you hear it as much anymore when you're growing up.
You think so, or do you think
I-
that's just our experience? Because I
It might
don't
be
remember my parents ever saying it.
It might be
like,
our actually. It just might be ours.
I don't know if this is gonna be one of those things that like this joke will spiral too far. But I like to think my parents gave me plenty of physical touch. They beat the out of me.
I thought you were gonna say something else. I
No,
was like,
no,
yo.
No, not like that. No, they didn't. Well, here's the thing. My parents growing up, they would like yell at me, and they would like kind of like low key kind of threaten me with. But I don't remember ever anything like bad happening.
Yeah, no, that's oof. That would be crazy if. Did they actually did they smack you like actually beat you, or did they?
No, it's like I got slapped once or twice in my life, but it's like if I was in front of young me, I'd slap me too.
I feel like I was a good boy when I was growing up.
I'm sure
actually,
you were.
I actually, well, I mean, you know what school I went to, so like I cared more about like
Bishop
school.
Gorman.
I did not go to Bishop Gorman.
Pull him up. Bishop Gorman.
Star athlete.
Star athlete. Right next to Snoop Dogg's son.
No, I did not go there. I feel like I don't want to go there actually, because then you meet other people who are just rude. Not saying that like people who went there are rude, but
I think that's exactly what you're saying, bro.
well, it's just basically, well, no, because the athletes are pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're genuine people, but people who just pay to get there, it's just because their parents got there, right? Because it is a school
It's a
where
private
like
school, yeah.
yeah. So
Private,
you have to pay for it. So I'm pretty sure your parents are loaded, so most likely you're just getting whatever you want. So you're not really a humble person.
I don't know. I
per se.
think a friend of mine went there, and he was. I won't say he was not well off, but he wasn't exactly the most wealthy guy around.
Okay.
His neighborhood wasn't like he lived in like a standard sized house.
Okay. Damn.
Education, bro.
It is probably the best school. So. Yeah.
No, they got magnet schools now.
Yeah, but those aren't good. Like ours, I went to a magnet school and look where I'm at.
Yeah, you're doing great. Look at you on a podcast. The sexy.
I am on a podcast actually, but I mean, nah.
I am on a podcast. Yeah, you bet you are.
No. Okay, but like, okay. Let's see. Okay, well, going back to the relationship, we kind of spiraled out there for a little bit. Going back to the relationships, I want to talk about ghosting.
Wait, you were done with the love language thing? I thought that you were going somewhere with.
Oh, I was. Oh wait, you know what? Yeah. Damn. Okay, you know what?
Yeah, because I felt like we kind of dipped our toes in there, and then we ran
Yeah. I
I
completely forgot what we were talking about. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
Okay. So I did want to ask.
Ladies, I listen.
So I did want to ask. Okay. So when you're talking to someone, is it better to actually ask them what their love languages are? Would you rather them have like the same love languages as you, or would you prefer them to have different love languages?
I think I'd like to have them to have the same ones, but I feel like I don't know if I'd ever ask that nowadays, because it just feels like. Here's the thing.
You don't ask that?
No, because listen, I've seen Hinge profiles. All the girls say all of them, man. What are they
getting greedy with it, bro?
Yeah, I know, right? It's like pick 2, maybe 3. I'm like, I can't give you all 5 of them. I have my own life. But I think that I thought the point of it is to hope that you guys would have at least like one of them being similar. That way you could. But I guess maybe that's just one of those things where it's like you're trying to knock out like 2 birds with 1 stone.
Yeah.
Where you can. Like, say if it was like quality time, then you could both just spend time and it would take care of it for both of you, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So I thought in my head that you would want someone with something at least similar. Something that you could both do that covers both of your bases.
Yeah, but I could also see it the different way. So, like, if you guys have different love languages, then you could at least cater to those different ones, and then you would, I don't know, you just cater to those ones, So, like, and then she would just cater to yours, and then that's pretty much it. You just bounce off of each other's love languages. Like, I don't see it being a necessity of you have to have the same ones, because the love languages is just showing how you want to be loved. So not necessarily, so them having a different love languages than you doesn't necessarily mean you can't love that person. It just means they want to see that from you. So just you showing them that sort of love or love language doesn't mean that you guys can't be good, like future relationship.
Yeah, I think that I think when it comes to anything, there's always like the easiest answer to every question is with the right person. It's like it's not easy to find like the right person for everything, because it's basically an impossible thing for someone to be perfect in every single way.
Yeah.
I always say perfection is either a delusion or an illusion.
That's true.
Yeah. So it's one of those things where, yeah, if you have the right person, then yeah, it doesn't matter whether they have the same love languages or not as you, because it's like, hypothetically, with the right person, you're both of your like habits and stuff will line up perfectly, so everything will be covered.
Yeah.
But then it's like, it's just tough. It's not exactly something that's viable. I think that's definitely possible for either way. I do think that having a similar love language, at least one of them, so that you can both enjoy simultaneously. Not to say that you can't enjoy things that aren't your specific love language.
Right.
I just think that it makes it easier.
Yeah.
It makes it easier, especially if you guys aren't. If like, say you guys don't have really busy schedules. If you both want quality time, you guys just like sit on the couch, watch a movie, spend some time, go out, do whatever. Then suddenly it's like both of you guys have that need satisfied.
Yeah.
So I just think that it makes it a little easier, but I'm not gonna say that it's impossible just because you guys don't have the same love language. Also, I just gotta say, I don't. This is based on my like limited scope, right? I might be like being too like small-minded or with this, but is gift giving ever like if someone's primary love language is gift giving or like
Gold
getting
digger.
gifts, I feel like that's not really that's like rarely a good thing.
It's a gold digger.
Yeah, I'm not trying to say. I didn't want to say it like that.
I think it
But
depends on
yeah.
the type of gifts that they like, actually.
Like
Because
do they,
if
like,
they're like, oh, I want to be gifted like flowers or something like that.
like objects, or what do you mean?
If they okay, if their love language is like jewelry,
Mhm.
like I like gold jewelry. Okay, no,
Yeah.
like that's just me. You
It's like,
being a
yeah,
gold digger.
yeah. The more
But, like, if they're-
expensive, the more expensive you get me, the more you love me.
I feel like okay, it depends on how much the gift giving they want.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there's to an extent.
Mm-hmm.
So like again, if they like the flowers, I don't think that's a bad like gift giving. Like if they like the occasional surprising them with like jewelry or something even small like a plushie or something like that, I don't think I think that's fine. But if they actually do like they only prefer jewelry, I think that's like okay, you're
Yeah,
just kind of
they want that. They want that Tiffany bracelet, bro.
Have you bought your girlfriend's jewelry?
I don't think so.
Damn.
I only give gifts from the heart, bro. Also, like my last relationship, I was still considerably broke, so
Damn.
it's like it's.
I've done it for.
I was gonna say
I know I've done it.
I pay for experiences. I don't pay for objects. You know, it's like
Damn.
I'll pay for like us to do things or like for us to go to certain restaurants and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I prefer not to pay for objects.
That's true. I messed up then.
I mean,
I'm gonna stop giving jewelry now as a gift. Thank you.
Yeah.
You've changed my
You're
mind.
welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah.
It's like no more.
Yeah, girls don't deserve that anymore.
Yeah. These hoes ain't loyal. Still accurate. Like what? Like 15 years later.
He was on to something. Chris Brown. Is it Chris Brown? Yeah, it is Chris Brown. Right?
Yeah, it's Chris Brown.
Yeah.
Ivan,
onto something.
can you confirm Chris Brown?
Ivan's over there messing up. He's like messing around with the mic right now because I know I'm fucking up with the audio probably.
I'm trying to like keep as still as possible with my hand.
Okay, sweet. He gave us a thumbs up. All right,
Yeah.
good. Thanks, Ivan.
Tell you, hard carry of this podcast.
Yeah, that's true.
He's making that modest face.
We gotta get a camera to him so we can pan it.
It's just on one of our phones filming him.
No. All right, but yeah, so that's where I was trying to go with the love language thing. But switching topics, back to what I was saying earlier with the ghosting. Do you think it's ever okay to ghost someone?
Well, I'm not gonna say it's okay. I've done it. I've had it done to me. It happens, and I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if it's because of. I don't know if I can say that it's because like when I talk to a girl that happens, because I'll do the same thing with my friends, and I've done it to you plenty of times, where I'll see you sent me a message, I'll look at it, and I'll put my phone down and I'll do other things and I'll forget about you.
Yeah,
I feel like that's kind of common nowadays too.
I do that a lot, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's the
Or
case.
either I just generally just don't want to talk to them. I'm just like, all right, screw them.
Yeah.
If it's friends, actually no. Now I haven't done that in a while. To be honest, I usually try to get back to every friend,
Yeah.
but I haven't ghosted, relationship wise. I haven't ghosted it. At least not anymore. I did do that a couple times back in the day. But,
Yeah. Back in the peak toxic era.
yeah. Now I don't.
Golden
I don't.
age.
I just tell them straight up. I'm like, no.
Oh, I never tell them straight up. I usually make them not like me and then leave. No joke. That's how like my
No,
last.
I know. Yeah, I know you're not joking.
Yeah, that's how my last couple of relationships ended. I just like, I reached the point where I was like, I can't put in this effort anymore, or like something. Basically, something happened where I was like, I can't do this anymore. So I just kind of. I don't ghost, but I'll kind of like my behavior will shift and I'll grow more distant, and then they will call me out on being distant, and I'm just like, I don't know, man. I just got a lot going on, and then at some point they get sick of it and they just leave.
No, yeah.
Basically, I'm I'd rather have them think that they won and leave me than like for me to leave and then like them be upset about it. I'm like, I don't want them to be sad about it. So just say that it was my fault and leave, and I'll just be like, okay, whatever.
Oh man. So you've never broken up with someone then?
No, I sabotage my relationships. Damn. I thought I told you this. Dude. I like sabotage all of my relationships. So I'm like, I kind of like tap out, and then I do something weird. I do something that like I start checking out, and then they'll say something, and I'll be like, you know, whatever. I brush it off, and then at one point they have the talk moment, and I'm like, oh, you know, I'm sorry, but just got a lot.
I've only broken up with 2 people in my lifetime.
Lifetime?
Yeah.
Dang.
But I've gotten broken up like more than anything.
Dang, he's tearing up.
I know.
Look at these feelings.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Dripping out of his eyes.
Yeah, no. Damn. Wait, okay. But like, so did you ghost someone first, or did someone ghost you first?
Wait,
what came
like
first?
Beginning of
beginning
of like dating.
Yeah,
history?
like I want to hear more about.
Like here's the thing, I don't think I don't remember if I ghosted someone first or if they ghosted me first. But I just think, I feel like it makes more sense in my head to say that I'm sure that a girl ghosted me first, because I feel like it seems more likely for that to have been the case. You know, I don't think that I would be ghosting anyone unless I had already been like ghosted enough times where I'm like, oh, it's like, you know, it's a common thing. It happens. They won't miss me anyway. They barely knew who I was.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I guess ghosting could be okay if you're just barely meeting, but like if you went on like a couple dates.
Oh, then
like, would you tell them or would you still ghost them?
After a couple of dates, after like. Are we like actual couple dates, right? Like, no, we're not talking just...
Yeah, like 2 dates. 2 or more dates.
2 or more dates. I don't make it that far. It's okay. You can laugh.
You bastard. You bastard.
It's all right. I don't don't act surprised. I get no play. I'm like a bench warmer over here.
No, man.
All of us can be like heartbreakers like you, my friend.
No, it's like, oh man. Well,
let's make it easier. Were you ghosted first?
Yeah.
For the first time? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I thought you knew that. Oh man.
They don't know that.
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't. I got ghosted first. And then I started ghosting I think I only ghosted like 2 people though. But then I got ghosted a couple times. More than several times actually, probably. But hey, man, it happens. It happens.
Yeah.
It does happen. Fair enough, though. Fair enough. Actually, I just got ghosted. Well, actually, I don't know. Does it count as ghosting if you haven't gone on dates yet,
to be honest,
if you're only been talking?
That's what I thought you were gonna talk about, because I was gonna say I don't make it past. I don't make it past first dates most of the time.
Yeah, like
unless it's like
no.
long.
Well, no. Even before you go on the first date, I'm saying, like even if you're just talking, and then they just ghost you after a week of talking. Yeah.
Stop replying? Oh yeah, it happens all the time.
Is that still considered ghosting?
I thought so.
Okay. Yeah, we're in the same boat. Okay, no. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure.
As long as we're on the same page, right?
Yeah.
Other people can disagree, but then.
Yeah. No, okay, then yeah. Okay, yeah. I literally just got ghosted like a month ago.
Someone like 2 weeks ago.
You did, but I got ghosted, and then you're the one ghosting.
Don't act like that's not exactly This is just the timing of it all. Like I ghost people once a year, and that happened to be that time this year.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Yeah.
Well,
and then like what I'll do is I'll just stop replying for like a month, and I'll be like, and then out of nowhere I'll message her. I promise I'll change.
No comment on that. No comment on that.
You're not gonna entertain that one? You're not gonna entertain that one?
No comment on that. Moving forward. No, yeah.
That's why I learned the secret to getting into to weaseling your way into a woman's heart, or at least like getting your foot in the door. Just promise that you'll change. Ignore it. Forget. Don't worry about what she thinks that you're gonna change. Just tell her you'll change.
Well, I for one on that. I feel like I have changed in a certain way, and I feel like now, theoretically, I'm doing a lot better mentally.
Okay.
And definitely physically, and so.
Yeah, you look hot, looking good. Working out.
I have been working out, but no, yeah, I've been doing a lot better. But yeah, like I did do that what you were saying with someone, and I fully regret that because I kind of hurt
Could have
them
been the
badly.
one. Oh,
I think she definitely could have been the one, honestly,
damn.
and she still could be the one. You never know.
Yeah,
I
she'll
mean,
come back around. Just tell her you'll change.
if no, I mean, no, I don't think she would want that. Honestly, I think she's done with that part of her life. At least our chapter has been fully closed off. I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, again, if we were to meet down the line, then I'm open to it. But
like a Hallmark movie.
yeah,
Yeah.
could be. I mean, it depends if that's what our fate entails, then I'm open for it. But we'll see. But no, I did do that. What you were saying, and
Yeah.
I did do that a lot, and I was like, okay, I should probably stop. And so I started going to therapy, and now I try not to do that anymore, unless I actually know that I changed. But yeah, no, I think I have. So now I'm gonna do it the right way,
Mm-hmm.
and if I were to hit him, well, I'm not gonna hit anyone up now, but like, if I were to do that, I would know then, yeah, I have changed, and this is what I'm looking to fix, or how we can fix our relationship or past relationship and stuff.
I'm not gonna lie, that was a lot more profound than I thought it would be. I did not expect this to take such a meaningful turn.
Yeah, I mean,
I thought that this was gonna be all jokes and talking for like an hour, and now you're making me feel like I'm not growing enough as a person.
no, I mean,
it's all right.
no, I mean,
It's all right.
you are. It's because you're already mature, though.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, you don't need to grow because you're already there.
Yeah, I'm already the old tree, bro.
that hat throws me off so much, bro.
No, it's like, I'm not gonna lie. At first, this hat was gonna be a stupid bit, but now I'm not gonna lie. It kind of feels nice to have like some block from the light right above me.
Yeah, but nice. Now the problem with that is that probably the camera's not picking up on your stuff, though.
That's all right. It's all right.
How's Ivan? It looks good. He still looks good. Yeah, he like licked his lip and stuff.
Shaking his head.
All right. So
this is my thing. I got the rubber duck hat.
Yeah.
If this podcast
Ducky.
blows up, I can afford a second hat.
You could be called Ducky.
Yeah, you can call me Ducky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that, actually.
Yeah. Like that, like the tiny dinosaur from Land Before Time. You ever see that?
I didn't watch TV or movies when
I watched the direct-to-DVD movies, man. They got Littlefoot. That was the one with the long neck. I literally don't remember any of their other names. I remember there was a Ducky and there was Littlefoot.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I won't even lie to you.
I'm hoping, anyway. Ivan, any of this sound familiar to you?
Yeah, the green little dinosaur.
Yep. Yeah, see? It was real.
Hey, man, I believed you, but like I couldn't relate, you know? I
couldn't relate to Littlefoot and the Land Before Time, and their journey.
No.
I don't know what they did, to be honest. They were just dinosaurs.
I don't know. I just never watched that show.
Yeah, so is that
more
flag?
of a
red flag?
Is that a red flag if you watch that show?
Liking dinosaurs, watching The Land Before Time, is that red flag? What do you think? Red flag?
I don't know the show, man. How old is the show?
Well, I remember when I was a kid, and Ivan remembers when he was a kid. So I'd say like 2000s, mid to late 2000s.
Like early 2000s.
Yeah, early 2000s maybe. Yeah. For all I know.
I was more of a Nickelodeon kind of kid.
Oh yeah, so yeah, SpongeBob, right? SpongeBob.
Is SpongeBob on Nick? Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Is SpongeBob on Nick?
I forgot.
How dare
man.
you?
iCarly? That was on Nick.
Yeah, iCarly was on Nick. Yeah,
I think.
that was on Nick.
Yeah.
I remember Pee on Carl. That was an early reference right there. I got it.
I was started laughing in the back. Oh man.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that's.
I got all the deep cut references, you know.
Dude, I was trying to remember. I'm like, dude, I don't think I even know that one.
No, I don't know Pee on Carl.
I don't.
There's an episode of. I think there was an episode basically where they put a sign to like promote their web show, and then at one point like the sign breaks and says Pee on Carl.
Oh my god!
Please watch iCarly or something like that. I think.
Yeah. That is crazy. I just remember that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever watch Victorious?
Oh yeah.
Did you watch all of them?
No.
No. Like all the Nick shows.
Oh no. And I like. Like I didn't watch very much like Rugrats and shit like that. If that's what you're talking
Rugrats?
about.
I didn't
Rugrats,
watch that one.
Like it was, I think it was like Cat Dog and
Gargoyles?
Gargoyles was not on Nick.
I know, but I'm just saying Gargoyles was a good one though.
I don't know. I could never get into it.
Really?
Yeah.
Ivan? Gargoyles?
Gargoyles. I mean, the dude was
Still
jacked.
go home.
You know, main Gargoyles was jacked, and then there was a robot version of him at one point. I remember that.
Full Metal. For some reason, I was thinking about Full Metal Alchemist right there.
That was
We're just watching Ivan draw right now.
yeah.
He's doing. Oh, okay.
I thought that was a 9 for a second.
I know. I was looking at that too.
I was like, how we go from 30 to 90 that quickly?
Nah. Okay. All right. So, okay. You know what? Going back to the dating apps, though.
Okay, I thought you
I
were
do
gonna
wanna
start
go
talking like, oh, all right, which characters are red flags?
That would be a
like
good segment, though.
Mr. Krabs. Mr.
That could
Krabs
be.
definitely red flag.
No,
for
no,
you.
that's on the next episode. That's on the next episode.
Alright,
Got you.
alright.
Got you.
Alright.
No. But I want to go back to the dating apps, though. There's one thing I have noticed, and a lot of people complaining. I saw this on Reddit too. People lying about their height.
Okay.
Have you ever lied about your height on him?
Oh yeah, I tell them I'm 5'8".
So you go down.
Yes. See, it's like a bit of that reverse psychology. I tell them I'm 5'8", and I show up and I tower over her 5'4".
Yeah, you're like yeah.
I tower over her 5'4". Be like, I might low key might be ruining it for the everybody else. Though.
Have you have you ever met up with someone who's actually 4'11" or 5"?
No, I think this is when
I
something.
feel like you like him tall though.
I don't actually have a preference. I think I don't know if and like I have like a middle range. That's like I think the tallest girl I've ever been with was like 5'6", 5'7", and the shortest girl was 5'2". So I think so like that range is usually where I keep it. I've never I don't like I'm sure I've seen girls that are like 4'11" and all that, but I couldn't tell you how tall they were, like just right now, because like I'm sure that walking on the street I've probably seen someone who's 4'11".
Yeah.
I didn't have the frame of reference at the time, because like once you're 5 feet, you're at 4'11" doesn't mean anything to me unless like you're like 4'8" and below, in which you're like a munchkin. No offense. I don't know if
I'm not. I'm not even.
No, that might be bad.
No. We're not cutting anything.
I'm not trying to alienate the shorties out there.
I don't think height has. I don't have a preference in height, honestly.
Oh yeah.
Actually, scratch that. I feel like if they have to at least be like 4'11" or higher. 4'11" or higher. Yeah, no.
They need to be 4 feet tall.
No, 4'11" or higher. But I don't think I've ever met someone who's like that short. Actually, scratch that. I do know people from high school.
Well, I've seen people on Instagram that like on Instagram it's hard to tell.
It really is.
Yeah.
Pictures are so hard to tell.
Well, there was this one girl that I thought like she was like like standard like average height, right? And then she was like 4'10", and I'm like, damn, I could never tell from the pictures because everything else just looks normal.
Yeah.
And then like there's like I don't know if you pay attention to strongman. Yeah, I assume you wouldn't. But there are like guys there that are like almost 7 feet tall. And then there's like the shortest one of them is like 6'2". And then like whenever I see them in videos together, I thought that guy's like 5'10". He's like taller than I am. And yet he looks like tiny compared to all of them because they're all so huge.
Yeah. I don't know. All right.
Do you think it's a big thing in Vegas? Like
What?
lying about your height?
Yeah.
Yeah?
100%.
I
I mean,
don't
I've
know,
done it
'cause
before.
Again, well, wait, what?
Hang
on, what? You've done it? You've done it? You say you were taller? How tall did you say you were?
5'10".
5'10"?
I'm not 5'10" though.
You're not 5'10"?
I'm
You're like 5'9" and a half?
Yeah.
5'9" and a half.
Am I really 5'9" and a half?
I don't know.
I thought you were giving me a good compliment.
I
was
am.
like, okay.
I'm
let's
trying
go.
to help you out here.
I'm not
like
5'9".
5'9", 3/4.
half.
5'9", 3/4.
I'm like.
5'9", 3/4.
I thought I would say I'm like closer to 5'9", but I don't know if I'm like closer to 5'10" like that. I would say I'm like close to 5'9", but not close to 5'10".
Yeah, but again, it feels like one of those things where it's like lying about your height, as far as I know, is more common for guys to do
than girls.
So it's like
yeah,
so based on our experience, what do we know? Like if there was a girl here who's like been on the dating apps and stuff, like if she could provide a better frame of reference of whether guys, like how common it is for guys to lie about their heights here. But we're other guys. What other guys do you see on dating apps?
No. But like, okay, so on the Reddit trend, okay, so
Okay,
this
okay.
is why I brought it up though. So, what people have been doing is that they lie about their height by like a couple inches and stuff.
Okay.
But
And then they
there's
walk with a
certain
limp.
girls-
So
no. So certain girls actually prefer their man at a certain height.
Mhm.
So as soon as they see on Hinge that they're like 5'8",
automatically rule out.
and they rule them out.
Mhm.
But if you
That's why I'm
set
not getting
yours
any matches.
at 5'9" or 5'10", then they're like, oh, this guy's a little taller. They'll give him a chance. So even if they were to meet him like in person, he's still tall. He's probably not as tall as you wanted him to be, but if he like hits all your boxes and hits like all the, it makes you happy and whatnot, and like he's still seen as a good
hits your
partner,
box. Hit your
then
box.
then they'll give you that chance. But if you're saying that like, you're saying, oh, I'm 5'6" or 5'7", and I'm not in Short Kings, like you guys are amazing, but like, let's say like, okay, you're 5'6" and you're lying 5'8", and now you have a chance with this girl who's 5'2" and who only wanted to date higher than like 5'8" or something or whatever.
Mhm.
Now you got a chance with her.
Well, I just think that I'm gonna be honest. Do you think 5'2" girls can tell the difference between someone who's 5'10" and 6 feet? They tower over her either way. Do you
That's what I'm
think
saying. That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
that's why I'm like I don't understand why people want it to be like a certain height. As I feel like as long as you're taller than the girl, then it doesn't really matter.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, though, I've seen like 6 foot girls go for shorter guys too, and like
Well, yeah, then the thing about taller girls is once you reach a certain height, then like it's harder to find a guy who's taller than you.
yeah,
That's just kind of how things work.
yeah. Isn't it like a certain? I forgot the percentages, but it's like a certain percentage. Like if it's that are like people who are over 6 foot, like average guys, not like NBA people, because then like literally everyone in the NBA is pretty much almost.
Have you seen like pictures of like basketball players with their wives though? It looks like it looks like an adult with a child. Like it looks like the same height difference. Like I think the height difference is too much when the girl has to reach her hand up to hold your hand. I think that's when the height difference is too much.
When they're like, it's like
Yeah, when they have to kind of hold their hand up to hold your hand.
yeah,
Like I feel like it's best to still like have it towards your side.
yeah.
But the moment you have to kind of like lift your hand up to hold their hand, that's like they're a little too tall for you. Not that
That's true,
that's
actually.
That's just my personal opinion. Though.
Yeah, because then it's like a little kid holding their hand, like
Yeah.
their dad's hand. Yeah.
Well, that's why that's why I say whenever you look at those like basketball players, when they hold hands with their like significant others at the time.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's true. Okay, well, let's try to wrap this up. Okay, so now we're gonna get into this segment here. It's called Truth, Dare, or Drink. Wait, Truth, Dare, or Drink? I don't know.
We're
But-
workshopping it.
Yeah, we're workshopping that. I got 2 questions for Sean. Sean's got 2 questions for me, and yeah, if we don't answer them, or if it's a dare and I don't do the dare, then we're taking a shot of what was it?
Oh, this is well, is it in the frame right now? I don't think
It is somewhat.
it's
Okay,
a little
that's
bit.
fine.
All right, this is a lovely Port Charlotte 10-year Isla Scotch. One of my personal go-tos.
You do love your hard liquor.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah.
All right, it makes the voices go away.
It does. All right, so you go first. I'll let you go first.
Damn. Well, I don't know, man. I didn't plan anything ahead of time.
Or do you want me to go first?
Now go ahead. I can't come up with anything.
Okay, I got a good one. So earlier you were talking about someone that you dated, or that you kind of ghosted.
Dated is very loose. I didn't ghost her either.
You said you ghosted someone earlier, or like
I didn't
kinda-
ghost her.
you
She told me.
All right,
No, she didn't tell me. But she she basically we ended.
you
it.
parted ways.
Yeah, we parted ways.
Okay.
Yeah.
How would you? So this is the dare right here. I dare you to text her back and try to see if you can win her over.
Right now,
Do it. Right?
dude, I can't. No, I can't. I gotta come up with something meaningful to say.
We got time. It's okay.
We ain't got time to like sit here in silence as I try to come up with something clever.
No,
Well, I can't even come up with something clever. Let's be real here.
it's just this might be a little This might be a little tough, but like, you know,
Shit.
from what I heard, sometimes just telling the truth.
You're
might
saying that
help.
because you said that.
No. Just be like the
Like,
truth.
what do I
Be
do?
like,
Just
hey,
fucking
I've been
reach out?
thinking
Be
about
like,
you.
Hey, I've been thinking about
Thinking
you.
about you.
How you
Just wanted to
doing?
see how you been.
I just want you to know that I promise I'll change.
Maybe not that part.
But
But
damn, I shouldn't change. Jeez, she'll be pissed. I'm gonna blame you.
no. I mean, again, you're just being genuine.
All right,
I don't see why.
here's what I'll say. I'll say I wanted to send you a message to see how you're doing and apologize for how things played out.
But that's good. Yeah.
I'll send that right now. Boom.
Did you actually?
Sent. Yeah, I just sent it right now. Here.
No. I almost blurted out the name. Yo, that's crazy. He actually did that.
Yeah, sure. I don't care. I'll do it.
Okay, you know what? Fair enough.
There's just nothing comparable that I can make you do, though. You know? What am I gonna make you do? I'm gonna make you. Right. We gotta run around the neighborhood in your underwear. You know.
No, I just moved in, bro.
You can't do it. No, listen. Your neighbor. You just moved in, so your neighbors don't know who you are yet.
That's true.
Yeah, it's like that.
Actually, no. There's
optimal-
kids who live here. I'd probably would get
A sex offender.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know, apparently, you know that thing where like apparently if you just like pee in public,
Yeah,
you get registered too.
Yeah.
That was wild. I didn't know. I did not realize that until way later on in my life.
Yeah, I probably should have learned that earlier.
It definitely feels like something you should know, like
Yeah, early in your
with like in like high school or middle school at least,
Yes.
right? It's like you don't
Yes.
want to be like you know your first year at like college, you're like a little too drunk, so you're pissing outside, and the officer like get like
yeah,
he
you
writes you a
get
ticket.
you get screwed over.
Yeah, that's pretty rough. You know, you don't want to be on that like registry and all that, like just for that of all things. You know.
Yeah. All right.
Man, I don't know.
You can ask Ivan. Ivan might have a couple questions.
Ivan, you got any wild questions for boy here? No.
Oh man, I got kind of scared there. I won't lie.
Yeah, he knows more about you than I do. He knows all your secrets. All right. Well,
Maybe.
I want to go like so. Do you think that you've like can I like preface? Can I have like a preface?
You can say
question?
whatever. Yeah, you can.
Okay, I want to ask like so like which girl was the last one that you'd say that you like love? You don't have to say names, but like give me an idea. Like who was the girl that was the last girl you?
Is this your question? Is this the preface?
Yeah, that's a preface.
Okay.
The question is kind of like a follow up to this though.
Oh man.
Because like the real question from I was gonna ask you was like what about her made you fall for her?
Oh, that's a good one.
And that's the thing. It's like the last girl that you were serious about, that you really felt like you would love, that you thought like, oh, she could be, you know, she's that person. She's the one for me. And then like, what about her made you?
See, the problem with this question is that if I don't say the one before is gonna come after me.
Oh yeah, she's gonna send you anthrax in the mail.
And no disrespect to that person was amazing, but it's not the one.
It's not the one who thinks she's the one.
Yeah.
If you're out there listening, girl whose name I don't know, it isn't you. It's the one after you.
It's not that one. It's the one before that one.
Well, what about her? Well, like what made you think? What
I almost
about
said her name. Honestly, I was like, oh shit.
Damn, you know, that's
That
sense of
would've been-
longing, bro. That sense of longing.
Yeah.
We have to bleep that one out for sure.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind saying like her initial or whatever, but
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Yeah, but it's like once you say the name, it's too late.
yeah, no, that would be. Well, I mean, technically, you could say the name as long as you don't say the last name.
Yeah, but it's the thing is, I don't want like.
Yeah, then
when I
people
talk
would
about a
be-
girl, I don't want her to know I'm talking about her.
Yeah, that's
specifically,
true.
you know?
I mean,
Like-
technically, they would know who they are if they ever watch this. But
Yeah, well, you know, what are the
But-
odds? Like, I you know, what a coincidence! I actually date 3 girls with the same name every single time. I have. So I date 12 girls. Like 4 of them have the same name.
no, okay. So going back to the question though.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it was my previous one, not my last one, but my previous one, and she. This is the one that I was talking about earlier too. That like I completely messed up on.
Mm-hmm.
That I should have done things way differently. But genuinely, I think she just did everything like perfectly. Like she was genuinely an amazing person. She cared about her family. She cared about me.
Mm-hmm.
There's this one time where I was dreadfully sick, and she basically just took care of me. She came up with most of the dates, honestly, the date ideas. She genuinely wanted to spend time. I was just being I was just being dumb.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be straight up. I was being stupid. I was being
Yeah,
dumb.
right. Yeah.
And
As
I
you
didn't
were.
put that effort. Yeah, I just didn't put that effort, unfortunately, because I didn't value. At that time, I didn't value what she did for me.
Mm-hmm.
But now, I can see that, you know what, she was definitely like a wifey material. Like she should have been like, I should have been kind of like putting that effort. I should have been doing all that for her, but I didn't do it, and I completely messed up. But yeah, no, that one for sure. She did everything for me, honestly, and I messed up. But it is what it is, you know.
Damn.
You gotta keep moving on.
Ivan over there is adjusting the levels because he got all quiet when he got all real.
Damn. Okay, but go. Okay. Okay, I got another one. Okay. Let's see. How targeted can I do this? Let's see.
Oh boy.
There's a lot of different
They
ones
come
that
at me like this.
I can ask, but like I don't want to get you in trouble too, you know.
Now, what kind of trouble are we talking?
Oh, I don't know.
For the record, I don't think she's gonna reply.
If she replies,
Well, let me tell you, when we were talking, she was kind of a slow replier too, but she always did reply. But I'm not convinced that will be the case now.
yeah. Okay. Let's say. Let's see. I think. Okay. I think I got a good one. Actually, no, I don't got any ones, honestly. But you know what? I'm just gonna say a random one.
Okay.
What's your body count?
Well, let me tell you, the last time
Take a drink, bro.
I was born, so you know I got nothing. Definitely nothing.
You're joking. Take a drink. Take a drink.
I
Yeah, you ain't gonna
the
say
mic.
it.
I don't want to mess up the mic.
Yeah, take a
Oh
drink.
shit! I don't know. I messed up the mic. Sorry, Ivan.
I was gonna say, I was like, no way you're gonna answer that.
What are you talking about? I answered it. You're just making me drink anyway. I told you the last time I was I was born. See? Ivan knows. He was there.
You're just a child of God, I guess. You're just waiting for marriage.
Yeah, obviously, man. New Pope. Shout out to that guy. Chicago.
Damn.
Chicago's Holy Land now.
Okay. Last one for me.
Last one for you.
What you got?
Damn. Groundbreakers you got
Ivan?
here. Ivan, come up with anything.
You might want to say it into the mic too.
I can always translate too. With bro, who'd you get in the most like down and dirty with? I don't even know if he can answer this. He can't say a name.
Yo. Dude, this been sitting here for a while. That when I took a little sniff, I was like, dang. Oh wait, sorry. I took a little sniff of this and
50%, bro.
yeah.
I love it. This is my love of my life right here. Maybe not this one specifically, but
Holy.
yeah, it's my love of my life right there. Hey, get your hands off my girl.
Oh my god. No, yeah, that's.
Yeah, I feel like that was a good one, Ivan. There was no way he was answering that one. He was not answering that
I
one.
was like, I know who it is.
He's not gonna say that out
I'm
loud.
just not gonna say the name, unfortunately.
Yeah, it was that last girl.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say the name. Oh my god.
Oh, you drank the whole thing? I thought we were just kind of slowly sipping at it.
Me then.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, that's.
I'll drink the rest of it.
It's actually pretty good, honestly.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's good.
Yeah.
If you
But it is
listeners
so
out there,
strong.
Port Charlotte, 10-year, Isla Scotch, give it a shot.
It's actually strong because I haven't eaten anything, and I kind of felt it on the first sip, and I was like, oh shoot.
No boy.
I'm also getting lightweight, I guess. Apparently.
Yeah, well, it happens.
Yeah. All right. Well.
Thank you for tuning in, everybody.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. We're gonna be doing a lot more. We also have a couple more things planned out.
We might have a girl at some point. Who knows?
Yes, actually, you know what? If you want to be on the podcast,
If low key, it might just be Broly on a wig. Don't tell him we know that though. We're totally gonna do it.
we could do that actually.
Yeah. I told you that time I dressed up as a girl at the
Yo,
expo.
what?
You get to cut that, to tune that in for the next episode.
We're gonna put that for the beginning of the next episode.
Yeah, it's like you
Nah.
say that.
Nah, but we we are gonna try to get a girl for sure, most likely, so we can get more opinions. But yeah, so just appreciate it. Send us put us. Oh my god, I can't speak.
So put in some questions that you want us to ask, or to ask us for truth or drink or dare. We're not gonna do any dares because
Depending on the dare, we could do it.
he can do it twice. I'll just sit here and drink.
If it's not gonna get me kicked out, evicted, or put me thrown in.
You own the
in
place.
jail,
Who's gonna evict you? You yourself?
HOA. But if it's not gonna get me kicked out or anything like that, then yeah, 100% we'll do it, or at least I'll try to do it. But yeah, comment down below if you guys do want to. If you guys want to be on the podcast, if you're a girl, we're only looking to hire a girl. We're only looking to hire one girl.
Yeah, this already is like it is. We already got enough like male opinions around here.
We do. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Later.
Cheers.